Good evening. This is Almighty Sports coming to you with my first YouTube post on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to go over the trilogy, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, which is now finally over. As I watched the fight Saturday evening, Deontay came out in the first round and was implementing his game plan by jabbing to the body. It seemed to befuddle Tyson Fury a bit. But then, for some unknown reason, Wilder went back to the old, resorting to the one-trick pony, which is to deliver the right hand. And as you see, he went down in round 3, primarily because he was making mistakes and not defending himself very well. Also, I think he was gassed by that point because he had been throwing those wild right hands and missing quite a bit. Then in round 4, Fury goes down twice. Now, at this juncture in the fight, I'm hoping Wilder goes back to his game plan, starting in round 1, and start attacking the body. Because, as you attack the body, the head falls. Well, again, he goes back to the one-trick pony and trying to deliver the right hand. Subsequently, Fury recovers and then begins to dominate and ultimately knock out Wilder in round 11. So after the fight, it occurred to me that Wilder has hit his ceiling, meaning that he's a good B-level fighter, and I agree with Tyson Fury that he is the second best heavyweight behind Tyson Fury. However, I will add this though. Due to the amount of punishment that he has taken in the second and now the third fight, I don't think he's the same fighter anymore that we saw who blasted out Ortiz. I honestly think that he's a broken fighter after these second and third fights. I don't think that he would do very well against the other up-and-coming contenders. So I think he really should consider retiring, because at this point, to me, his career is over. He's 35, and at that age, that's really considered very old for a boxer. So it would be smart for him to hang it up and enjoy his family and children. The other thing I took notice of in this fight, when we speak of the trainer controversy in the second fight with Mark Breland, and now with his new trainer, Malik Scott. All throughout the fight, Malik Scott had been imploring Wilder to go back to the game plan. But he wanted to deliver that right hand so bad, he abandoned everything he worked so hard for leading up to this fight. So it becomes apparent what Mark Breland said is true of Deontay Wilder. Essentially, he's just unwilling to learn anything new. Mark Breland received a lot of backlash for coming out and saying exactly that Wilder is just unwilling to learn. And it proved itself out in this fight. During the rounds, Malik Scott kept imploring him to return to the game plan, but he would not. So with that being said, I think it is time that he retires. It was fun and exciting while it lasted. He got the most out of his talent. It's time to hang it up now. As for Tyson Fury, I think there's one more fight out there for him with the upcoming rematch in 2022 between Joshua and Usyk. I think that fight will probably be identical and maybe even Usyk knocking Joshua out. I don't really think that Joshua will be successful in the rematch. When I saw the fight between him and Usyk, he didn't look very confident. He looked actually gun shy. And maybe that has a lot to do with the fight he had against Andy Ruiz. But Usyk is a very good, skilled boxer, and he's probably going to do the same thing to Joshua. I expect him to win that rematch. So I would like to see a Fury Usyk battle. And I think Fury wins that fight very easily. And then I think at that point, it's safe to say he can retire. I wouldn't want to see a Joshua Fury fight. It holds no value to me because I think Joshua is done with his second loss, and I think he's going to have his third loss coming up in 2022. So for Fury, even if he doesn't get this fight with Usyk, his legacy is set. He is a future Hall of Famer. So, like I said, I would love to see that fight between Usyk and Fury. But, until 2022, when we see what happens with that second fight between Usyk and Joshua, we'll just have to wait. So, until next time, I hope you enjoyed this short post. Please tell me what you think in the comments, and please like, subscribe, and share this post. Okay, have a good one.